Yes, we are walking further along the life path numbers, and now we have come to life path number 5. So, what is the message for those of you who have life path number 5? As I explained in video number 1, how to figure out your life path number. If you still are unsure or you don't want to check out video number 1 and look at least at the intro or read the text, I highly encourage you to seek that information on the internet or ask ChatGPT to sort this out for you. So, life path number 1, no, 5, sorry. You are the adventurer. You are the liberation, the ones that loves freedom. So yeah, maybe you are the Mount Everest climbers. You are maybe feel like a little bit like Indiana Jones. If you have watched Indiana Jones, I guess most of us have seen those videos. So you can career choices for you are entrepreneurs, of course, sales, marketing, journalisting, especially I heard something about war journalist. So maybe you seek countries that are in revolution or are very unstable. Writers, of course, traveling blogs, because you are an adventurer. So yeah, maybe you like to travel a lot and look at other cultures and write about that. Tour guide, of course, consultant, and an event planner. So you have a lot of career choices that are very exciting. So let's see, what is the message for you? So, as you can see, as always, I've pulled out some oracle cards that can give us some direction of what this message for you who are have life path number 5. So, you are the adventurer, the freedom fighter, maybe the freedom lover. You don't like to be bound to anything, and maybe that can be challenging for you due to work. So yeah, I guess of course within sales and within entrepreneurship, if you are an entrepreneur, of course you have the liberation to sort your workload yourself and your work hours yourself. You're not bound to coming to the office from 9 to 5. So yeah, let's see. And with tour guiding, of course, you have some days when you are guiding, of course, but you have the advantage of traveling and being in foreign places. So yeah, okay. Give birth. Interesting card for the adventure. So what are you? Maybe this is for you, those of you who are writers. Of course, maybe there is something that you, if you have traveled a lot, maybe you should write a book about your traveling experiences. I remember I read a very beautiful and interesting book. It was written by a guy who traveled the whole way through on the old Orient Express from London until where was it? Turkmenistan? Is it Turkmenistan? Yes. So he traveled really, really far, and I almost cried when it took me a while to read that book. I must admit it, because it's filled with so much historic information at the same time. So yeah, it took me some time to finish it book. But after a while, when he came to Turkey, because that was maybe a little game changer for me, because I of course have traveled a lot myself throughout Europe, except from the eastern part, unfortunately. But when he came at the end station of the original of the train ride of the Orient Express, something interesting changed for me, because when you come into Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan and all those countries, they are so far away east, and it's something very intriguing with those areas, because they are so different. They are of course very adapted to the West and the Western thinking and the Western living, because they were a part of the Soviet Union for 100 years or something, and of course they had to adapt towards the Western modern life because of trade. But it's they have one foot in the east and one foot in the west. That is what it's so. That is what the way is so interesting for me, at least, and I guess that is also for you who are the adventurer. So maybe there is something that you should give birth to. Maybe it's maybe it's a documentary. Maybe you are doing a documentary about this Orient Express, as I was talking about, or maybe you are writing a traveler's a book about your experiences with any type of adventure that you have had. As I said in the intro, Mount Everest, going to Tibet, Andes mountains, living amongst the Incas, high up in the mountains. They have very rare blood type because of the thin, so they have adapted living in a living environment with very little oxygen, and that is very, very interesting. Now, so give birth to something. Let's see. Trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided. Of course, your life is guided when you are an adventurer. You are, of course, maybe that is the negative aspects of your life path is, of course, that you can be very impulsive. And you get an idea and boom, off you go. So maybe it's a signal for you not to jump into anything, restlessness or impulsiveness, and maybe ground yourself a little bit more and be in your intuition. Don't just get an idea and then boom, as I said, you're off. But be more concerned about your intuition now. Because, of course, when you are an adventurer, as I talked about Mount Everest, you can put yourself in maybe dangerous situations, and unfortunately many people has had terrible accidents climbing up Mount Everest, amongst many other places. So if you feel nudged and if you sense that, oh yeah, I want to do this, but there is something that feels not right, listen to it now. Last one, break barriers. Yeah, of course you're breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So yeah, as the freedom fighter, the freedom lover, of course, you're breaking barriers. As I talked about the war journalists in my intro. You are putting your life in danger, of course, when you are in those areas, and you are reporting back to a news station about what is happening, etc., etc. So of course you are breaking barriers, both for yourself and maybe for your family. Maybe there has been a lot of stagnant energy within your family. Maybe, yeah, maybe you have grown up within an environment where people maybe have lived in the same area for generations, and you are the one who now take the chance and yeah, go beyond and see the world. Remember, this is not my life path number, but I can of course associate with it. I remember that my grandparents, they had never traveled anywhere outside of my home country. Maybe they had traveled to the countries, the next door, the neighbor countries, of course. Travel by boat or by car, but yeah, most of them had never been in a plane. My grandmothers had been in a plane once, and yeah, that was one time and, and never again. And I think one of my grandfathers, he traveled, I think, by boat once, but after that he never traveled anywhere else except from with a car, or I don't think he ever traveled with a train even. So yeah, you are definitely breaking barriers for generations. So start with the Two of Cups. Being in alignment, of course. So there is something about, if you are not yet embracing this life path number, it's something about being in alignment with your soul now and dare to break the barriers. Dare to break free, dare to live through freedom and not through chains, because it's making, of course, your it's making your soul sad when you are not living authentically within your life path number. So if you are thinking about this, it's a signal. When you watch this video, it's a signal for you to do it. It's a signal for you to do it now. So I felt this one move. Okay, this one. Yeah, so that was a really fast one, but of course you are the adventurer and things have to go fast. Maybe you're a race car driver too, I don't know, because you are this reckless, have this reckless energy, so maybe you are a race car driver, pilot, yeah, within the Air Force, perhaps, I don't know. Yeah, that could be also a thing, because you need the speed. Okay, let's see. Knight of Wands, yeah, listen to your intuition, of course, and it's time for you to, if you haven't started, you're just thinking about it, just do it. It's not the time to sit and wait for something to unfold. It's just jump into it with both your feet. 5 of Cups. And the last one, Strength. Let's look at the back, so we have the full and whole picture. Yeah, the Hierophant. As I said, being in alignment with your soul. Your soul won't rest until you have done this. So whatever this is, climbing the Mount Everest, going on a long journey, as I talked about this Orient Express travel from London to Turkmenistan. It's so far east that yeah, you're almost in let's see, who is the next to that country? Is it China? Yeah, at least I think it's China and maybe it's both India and Tibet. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the map for quite some time. But yeah, as I said, your soul won't rest until you are in alignment with this. And you have, if you are a little bit afraid and scared, you have the resilience to do this. You are not the one who follow the flock of the sheep. You are this lion. You have this roaring within yourself. You know it. You have this roaring within yourself. It's roaring louder and louder each and every day and each and every month and each and every year that you postpone this. So you can't hold back any longer now. You have to break the barriers. If you haven't done this yet, and yeah, you have to seek, so you can evolve this this adventure within yourself. You have to do it now. So yeah, whatever this is, if it's traveling, if it's doing something special like events, if it's starting your own business, of course, whatever this is, within sales, war journalist, traveling journalist, writing, traveling blogs, tours, you name it, you have to do it now. You have to break free and listen to your intuition. Your soul, as I said, won't rest until you have done it. So it's not the time to wait and sit when you are at an old people's home and regret, because you won't finish this chapter until you have done it. So when you reincarnate again, you have to go through this life path once again, and then you will be even pushed even harder. So yeah, just finish this off now. So okay, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching this video. Good luck with your life path, and I'll see you again in another reading very soon. Adios.